Hi all, this is Dr. Jason live from Long Island, New York with my buddy Arjun from Oakland, California by means of Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Three
You
Rivers,
know it.
where the three rivers meet, right?
Indeed. Three
Indeed.
rivers. Can you name them?
No, can you?
Yeah. The Allegheny, the Monongahela, the Ohio. Of course I can
Okay,
name them. Otherwise I'd be banished. I could never come home.
yeah. Now, Three Rivers Stadium was built right on one near one of them. Is that it?
Yeah, it was built like right on it's called the point where all three of them meet. Yeah, I remember I used to go there as a kid. I saw Tony Womack hit it inside the park home run. That was my first game.
Oh wow, I remember him.
Yeah.
Kamal, you called a correction. You didn't call the end. You didn't call doomsday. We're
I
having
appreciate
doomsday.
Kamal though. Kamal helped me a lot.
Yeah, I was already in cash.
He got me from 15% cash to 25% in a hurry. So
Yeah.
that's good.
All right. Now, gimme is a reverse indicator. When gimme goes up, you got to sell. Not gimme, but you got to sell everything else.
Yep.
I think this market can't be back to normal until GameStop is 15. Don't throw stones at me. It's ridiculous. Gimme, and take from the Qs and the biotech. Biotech is now, in my opinion, at fair value with the IBB sitting at the 200. We're going to take a look at the charts. It looks to me like an ideal time to come into this market if you have the courage to start nibbling. I wouldn't go, whole hog into the market, but I would nibble. I'm 40% cash personally. I'm going to start going back in a little bit. That's my plan. Kat is here from Texas. Naeed from Utah. Mark, I don't know where Mark's from. Kamal is here from Long Island. Dr. J the Goat. I don't know where Dr. J the Goat is from. I'm very optimistic that we're reaching a turning point. Now, I'm not optimistic necessarily that we're going to make new highs, just that we're reaching a turning point. So whether or not it turns out to be the end of this correction or just a wave two back near the top and then a collapse again, I'm not sure, but I do feel that it's time to go back in, at least to nibble. That's how I feel about this market. BCRX under 10, holy mackerel.
Yeah, I did not like to see that. But when we look at the chart, you can see 1029. That was a really important number.
Uh-huh.
And, well,
I haven't been looking lately. I mean, this morning I went about my normal business of doing things like eating breakfast, working out,
yeah.
not looking at the market. I figured we'd look together.
Yeah.
Look together. And I guess that's a good thing to do. Start looking. Anything you want to say about VBIV or
VBIV, I'm not selling, but I'm not buying either. They're in timeout for me. I need to see something before I buy more.
Yeah.
I'm not worried per se, but it's management is sitting on some data that matters a lot. The Hep B high dose data, because they're about to initiate this combo trial, and once they get that Hep B therapeutic going, they can maybe start to license that out, get a functional cure. And then the other thing is COVID. Like I mean, they're gonna enroll in this trial. Like Health Canada said the trial is enrolling, but I just need some announcements. I need some data. I'm not selling though. Not selling any.
Well, what you really need is the IBB to stabilize.
Yep.
And I think it's sitting at the 200 now. I think it's going to stabilize. Look, even if you believe in Kathy Wood, who I don't necessarily believe in, I don't think she's the guru of gurus. I think she's an intelligent woman. But even if you believe in Kathy Wood's, innovation is where it's at. And there's no greater innovation than biotech.
Yeah. Yeah. The good bios, I agree. They'll win out. You just got to wait.
The trouble is with the bios that have a low market cap, let's say under 200 million, probably 1 out of 8 actually make it. So it's a long shot, but when you're in the right one, it pays dividends.
Yeah.
I think Sava, SAVA, Anovis, ANVS, Anavex, okay, that symbol challenges me. ADXL, maybe?
Yeah, there's too many to keep track of.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
We're going to look at some of those.
Yeah.
We'll look at
Yeah,
some
I would love to look at some macro stuff.
Yeah, we'll look at some macro stuff, Qs, for example.
Yeah. Qs, IBB.
Yeah, we will. Because people are really worried about the direction of the market. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
The direction of the market is going to be up over the next few weeks. We've gone down more than our fair share.
Yeah, something tells me Monday is going to be okay, but we'll see.
Yeah, let's take a look at those charts.
I need to buy some BCRX now, actually. Holy crap.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna put in an order while we're looking at this.
We've done it before, and we'll do it again. We'll buy on the air. S&P 500 down 34.65% to 3744. The Dow only down 0.2%, down 60 points, which is really nothing for the Dow. The Nasdaq down 255.79 or 2.04%. And the Russell is not far away, down 37 points, 1.73%. So the laggards are the small caps of the tech. And the Dow, the Dow 30 is holding quite well. And the S&P is somewhere in the middle. That's where we are now at 11:23 a.m. in the morning. And it's a long way to 4 p.m. Anything can happen.
True.
Between now and the closing bell.
Oh, can you take the comment off the screen?
Sure.
Thanks. But yeah, I mean,
just wanted to say hi to Pete.
Hello, Pete. Pete is the swing trade guru.
Yeah, he's been doing well on those weekly contests of ours. I mean, this one, I think the winner was something like -7%. Man. I was in at -11%. I think you were too.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
If you're up this week, that means you picked the inverse or GameStop.
No, that would be how you get up, buying GameStop, AMC, all those basic things.
Yeah, just trash.
Yeah. So let's do QQQ.
Yeah, QQQ. I think that one is important.
That one, it took 3 weeks to reverse 3 months of gains on the QQQ. What is it? You take the stairs going up and the escalator down? Is that it?
It's like you're getting thrown out the window. I don't know about the escalator.
Well, this is my buy point for the Qs, 298.
298.
That's my buy number. So I'm going to place a trade on right now. I'm going to buy the TQQ.
Okay. Why 298? And
Because you got to turn around somewhere. And I had a dream that 298 was the place. Now
okay.
I'll show you on the chart in a minute.
Yeah, I don't really see it from here, but I trust you.
I'm trusting me enough to buy.
Because what do we have? Okay, we have the 50, the 100, oh, the 9. Okay, so
Let's draw the line.
it's below the 100.
I just bought at 298.20.
Yeah. Yeah, show me this line. I'm not seeing it.
On the Qs. There you go.
I see.
Now you're seeing it, right?
Yeah, the key low from, what is
Also,
that?
look at this. A lot of touches on this line,
Okay,
including
I like it.
a key high at 299. So, of course, I'm losing money to begin with. I'm losing 12 pennies.
Yeah. No.
I can't. I'm not going to leave this on for long. It'll drive me crazy. So I'm going triple long the Qs, at least for the rest. Maybe not for the rest of the day. When was it? Yesterday, I was in and out with a 3% gain on the TQQQ. I want to see if I can get my 3% again. Job numbers, were tremendous. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I saw that. That helped at open.
Big surprise to the upside. Are we in a market where good news is bad news?
I think we might be just because of how irrational last year was. I don't know.
It could be that we're in a market where good news is bad news. Every so often, it drives you crazy, but they're worried if things are good, the Fed will quit being accommodative and start raising earlier than they were supposed to, and inflation might rear its ugly head, and too much stimulus, all kinds of irrational fears.
Well, the 10-year yield, I think people are scared about.
Let me shout this at the top of my lungs. There ain't no inflation in the next 2 years. That's at the top of my lungs, and in as plain English as I could say it. There just ain't no inflation in the horizon. Forget inflation, not a problem. And I don't care if there is 2% inflation. That's what the Fed is targeting to begin with.
Yeah.
They're not raising. They're going to stay accommodative over the next couple of years. And that together with policy, financial policy, should keep this economy going full steam ahead. I mean, we're talking 6, 7, 8% GDP for the year. So, 6 would be conservative, I would think. So I think the fundamentals to support the market are here. What we're experiencing right now is the elimination of excesses. Things like Savra at a 123, things like Gimme at 112. Those excesses have to come out of the market in order for the market to normalize.
Yeah.
And don't forget also, the pendulum always swings too high and too low.
Yeah.
So what we're experiencing to begin with was too high, too much optimism. Coming back down, we might experience a little too much pessimism until we get to, let's say, a normal state, in which case we can begin to rise again.
Yeah.
So really, the market has been rising, the Qs have been rising since even before 11.2, but let's say 11.2. So it's been a straight line from 11.2 to the highs on 216. So the whole month of November, the whole month of December, the whole month of January, and the 2 weeks of February. So we had 3.5 months of straight of going up slowly from 274 to 335. I think it was a high around there.
Yeah.
And now we're down at 298. Now 298, if we want to go back to when we were last at 298, that would be right about here, 1130. So we have the whole month of December, January, February. December, January, February. So we have three. Yeah, we have three. Well, December, January, and yeah. So 3 months of going up was just erased in less than 3 weeks of going down, right? How many trading days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
14, 15.
Yeah, 15 trading days, 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
So 3 months, over 3 months of straight up from 298 to 335 was erased in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Notice,
we look at the IBB.
Notice Dr. J is making money. Maybe I should leave this screen on. I like making money.
I do too. Can we look at the IBB? I know there's a lot of bio people in here. I'd like to see that too.
If I look at the IBB, I'm able to buy some IBB because it was sitting right on the 200 and I liked it.
Yeah, I just want to see if the way I charted it you concur with, because I'm...
Look at this. It dipped its toes just below the 200 and now quickly landed above it. The 200,
yeah, if it breaks...
The 200 is moving average for the 200. Where's red? Which one is it?
Oh, so the 200...
143.21.
Yeah.
And we hit below that. So we touched the 200. I think we're going to bounce off of it. My call for the market is extremely optimistic. I'm saying we're turning around as of lunchtime, as of now, as we speak. As we speak is going to be the start of a rally.
Very nice.
Can I be any more specific than that?
Maybe 1157. Yeah. So the other thing, the 200, if you look on November 3rd or 4th, that was a key high. It hits the 200 also. So I think, yeah, I like where you're drawing that line, because the 200.
You wanted to let's see how it looks if I extend it out in time. It may or may not look better, or it may just look meaningless. Let's take a look. No, it's not meaningless. We have some nice touches at the 200.
Yep. That's what I was looking at. I want that to hold.
Yeah, I mean, we have a rally that began 11:30, the same time as the Qs. Isn't that interesting? The rally,
it's almost like these things move together.
December, January, the same thing. It went down in 3 weeks. It went up in 3.5 months. Same exact thing. It went up from 143 to 174. And it went right back down in 3 weeks. I think we're done. 3.5 months, 3 weeks down, up from here. Wow, I've never made such a precise call in my life. I've made some good calls, but if I'm right about this one, it'll be the most precise call I ever made. Let's see if we can back it up with something else. We have two indices to back it up, the IBB and the Qs.
SPY, I don't think will help you. I'm trying to think what else.
Well, give me another index to look at.
Trying to think what other ones matter.
Not many. The Dow itself matters. Amazon.com is an index unto itself. As Amazon goes, so goes the market.
I guess you can look at the S&P if you want, but I don't know if that's going to follow this.
Let's draw the line on Amazon, which is sitting on the weekly, right at the 50 period, 50. It's sitting at the 50 on the weekly chart.
Yeah.
Amazon.com has been exceptionally weak, even, well, not that weak. It made a nice run from this low here of 1626, but that's a ways back. Don't forget we're in the weekly. So that could be a long time ago. Let's see when that is.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2010, 2020, 316. So from March 16th, it made a nice run, but notice the sideways movement since, let's say, June, early July. Got a lot of sideways movement. Let's just draw that sideways movement in. And notice where we're stopping on Amazon.com. I love it.
Right at the 50.
Very, very strong support on the weekly.
Yeah.
The low being 2871. Did we hit 2871 today? Very close. Right?
I think we touched it. No, we just missed it. Just missed it.
We'll call it a double low then.
Very bullish. Very bullish.
This is a very strong support level on the weekly.
Yeah.
So Amazon.com is a strong buy at 2902, in Dr. J's opinion. Look, you're looking at a man who says, I'm not afraid. I took my 40% cash and I'm going to start redeploying. But a little bit at a time, granted, but I'm going to redeploy. One of the places I'm redeploying is Amazon, which I've sold half of over the course of 3 weeks. It's time to redeploy that Amazon money. You see, Amazon is an index unto itself. You don't have to look at indices. You look at Amazon. And I love Amazon.
I'm already down from 25% cash to 23 since we've started talking.
Oh yeah, I see. I'm getting the blood boiling.
I'm nibbling.
Here's another one that I'm watching very carefully to add to. I added to it this morning. Probably too early, but I did add to it. I added to it at $50, so Dr. J is not that smart. All right, let's see. Not always that smart. Let's see. Well, there's nothing really to see because it was in a parabolic run and it's just giving back. What you have to do on this one is draw a Fibonacci retrace if you want to see a logical place for it to stop. So why don't we do that? Let's see where the fib stuff is here.
It's at the bottom. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Did it say fib retrace?
Yeah, it said Fibonacci. That should do it. Right? Yeah, there you go.
Definitely does.
So we got... Okay, so 61.8.
Oh, wow, right at the 61.8% it stopped.
Amazing.
Totally mind-blowing stuff.
Math is
Dr.
cool,
J,
guys. If you
Dr.
didn't think math
J,
was cool, math is cool.
Dr. J is blowing his mind. I'm adding to my Dermatech. Excuse me. I'm adding to my Dermatech. I'm really like crazed today. Do you know that?
Yeah, this is freaky. I like it. The IBB is starting to reverse, right? When you said that too, I'm buying some stuff right
Dr.
now.
J is calling the turnaround point to the minute. You spread the word. Dr. J says bye, bye, bye.
See, this is why I wanted to do this at 11:15 and not at noon. You can thank me.
All right. Well, thank you.
No,
Trade.
this is great. This is
Quick
great.
trade. I'm buying my Dermatech more. Give me more. Give me more. Dermatech. I love the way it bounced off the fib number. Buy. Why not? It's only money. I have lots of cash. So why not put it to use? Doesn't do me any good on the sidelines unless the market's collapsing, which I don't believe it is. Not anymore. We've collapsed.
Yeah,
We've collapsed enough. All the weak links are out. And
agreed.
the crazies are going to give up the gimme nonsense soon enough. I would
Yeah,
hope.
days like today, it's almost not even worth looking at too many individual stocks. Like I think we have most of the story, but let's look at a few more.
So let's see what I bought, what I paid for this. I paid. What did I pay for this? I paid $44.67, a little too much. I bought it at the market, and there's usually a very big bid-ask differential. I usually don't buy at the market on stocks like this, but what the hell? I own so much of it, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, average up.
Yeah. What do we want to look at?
Can we
BCRX?
look at I don't think BCRX we're gonna have much to see, but I'd like to just see what your thoughts are because it broke support, but I'm wondering if there's some other metric that we can look at here that's interesting.
Well, it didn't break the trend line, and it's still holding the 9.
Okay.
So I'll rate this normal trading for BCRX.
Okay.
It's just a buy opportunity. Wait a second, I got to buy some BCRX.
Yeah,
You
I've
don't
bought
mind?
that.
Am I bothering people by delaying? If I don't buy it now, I'm gonna be sorry later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, this is strictly opinion, but you know, we're
My
doing.
opinion is strictly. Our opinion is strictly on does not constitute investment advice. Do your own due diligence, of course, and check with an advisor before acting. Only Dr. J doesn't check with anybody.
Yeah.
I check with
So
myself.
okay, so hold on. I want to answer some of these comments. So Godfather XX, we already looked at the IBB, and we are calling a reversal on the IBB.
Yes.
BCRX, we're calling a buy. What are other people asking?
I just normal trading action, so it's a good buy.
Yeah. People are asking for CVM. We could look at that.
I will. This Merrill Lynch, even on their quick trade, they want an authorization. That's nonsense. I'll have to buy it on TD Ameritrade. I'm not giving them. Then they send me a text and all that nonsense. Do you believe that? That they want an authorization?
What if
That's
someone stole your phone?
yeah. I mean that's insanity that they want an authorization to buy BCRX. It's a baby blue chip, and they don't believe in it. It's our baby blue chip, BCRX.
Yeah.
Buy. How much should I buy? I got to control myself. I'm not going to buy too much.
Yeah, I've already bought it 3 times today. I need to stop. I'm gonna buy something else.
Yeah. All right. What was the next one we want to look at?
We got CVM, we got Mankind.
CVM. All right. CVM is up 28 cents, but it's still showing a downtrend. Even we made another new low today. So, I'm not buying any more of it. I bought it in the high 17s. Let's just see let's just see what happens. I don't like the fact that it's in a little bit of a downtrend over the last 5 days. Of course, the whole market is, but it's also running out of green. This big green candle is running towards the bottom of it. I'd rather buy it in the middle of it. So I'd rather wait for CVM to come back up to a level that I first wanted to buy it at. I may have picked some up there. I bought it several times recently. My latest one was under 18. Right about 1890 would be more convincing to me. So, that's actually not, we did hit 1890, did we not? Yeah, so this is pretty good. I'd rather see it, I feel more comfortable buying at 19 than I do right now. That's all. I'd rather buy it at 19. Does that make any kind of sense?
Yeah.
GHSI. What is this? I got the Fibonacci. It didn't go away?
You gotta like right click it, I think, then it disappears.
Come on. Stupid chart. It should only be for these, what was it? BCL? No. What did we do it for?
Did it for what's the one that ran? Dermatech.
Dermatech, yeah. So I don't know why it didn't show this for the BCRX. Why is it showing it now? Crazy. I don't know how to get rid of it. I will live with it. Oh man, GHSI, 230 down 10, another 10%. I can't. It's hard to know. It's hard to draw my lines with this doggone fib chart. Fibonacci trace. But is it still on trend? Is what I want to know. It's still on trend. It's actually finding trend line support. Despite everything I said about not liking reverse splits, 228 divided by 6 is beginning to look attractive. That's under 40 pennies, right? So it's beginning to look attractive. It hit the trend line support. I'm thinking about going into it myself, despite the fact that I don't like the 6-to-1 reverse splits. But it's just at the right place to buy.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to do it because there's so much to buy. But this, if I wanted to buy this, I would probably buy it now. And I might buy it after the show. I'll think about it.
Seems like everything we're charting is a buy.
Well, that's because I think we're turning around.
Yeah.
And there's lots of proof to show it. They're finding all kinds of support. This is a yucky poo.
Yeah.
I called a sell on this at 250, and I sold a little only. This one is like driving me crazy because I knew I should have sold it, and I didn't.
You've been in this for years, right?
Yeah, it's hard to divorce yourself of it. I
Yeah.
didn't want to divorce myself of all of it, but I should have divorced myself of more of it. I sold a lot, but not enough. We've broken trend. I mean, yeah, I guess I drew it pretty correctly. We're still touching the trend line,
Yeah.
but we've gone below the one of the averages. I think it's 200. It's a yucky proof.
It
I
looks.
can't recommend this one, even though I own it and I like it long term because I feel there's a lot of danger here. This could be the tip of the iceberg. You can pick a number. It could get to $1 very easily. I mean, this one scares me. It seems to be building momentum on the downside. I
Yeah.
think this number is very key, whatever it is. Let's draw that straight line. This, keep in mind, this is used to be anyway, my biggest investment in biotech,
Mm-hmm.
single biggest investment. Very strong support at $1.54. But the bad news is if it goes below $1.54, you're probably looking at $1. And I'm not even going to look at the chart, but I know this chart by heart. $1.31, something like that. Next stop. So I think there's a very good chance we're going to either stop right about here at where is this? Right. You see, I drew two lines earlier. Was this a line or the 200? I guess that's the 200. I think there's a very good chance we're going down to 150, the high 150s.
Yeah. Just set a limit by there and forget about it.
Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing other than getting a bellyache. This is a personal bellyache. I don't want a headache, bellyache.
Yeah.
This one is really killing me.
It's yeah, VBIV's doing the same for me. Can we do VBIV? I have to hop off soon. People are asking about it, and then I'll let you go solo
Yeah,
for the
I'll do
last.
elbow as well if you want.
Yeah, elbow. It's in a holding pattern. I don't think it's much to see, but yeah, this one.
It's going down.
Uh,
It's going down to the 200. It looks like.
yeah.
I don't know what the hell. What's with these drawings?
If you right click the left part of that box, what does it go away? Like the purple? No.
It's blinking like it wants to go away.
Oh. Weird. Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, fundamentals here, I think I already talked about it. We're waiting on the Hep B high dose data readout by the end of the month, and then COVID trials are initiating within a week or two. I don't know what that's going to do to the stock price. I really have no clue. They need to drop some data on COVID, or else I think we just kind of have to wait.
You know, we've gone through the trend line, but it's still early in the day. Maybe we get a miracle reversal and close above trend. The worst case is that we're still touching the trend line.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it looks, considering the entire market.
I agree.
Considering biotech. It's just not as bad as it looks. So don't be too upset, boys and girls, if you own VBIV. I will not add, just like my friend Arjun, not add, just hold. Have not sold a single share of this.
Same. Just waiting.
Albo. I don't remember if I shedded some Albo or not. I might have.
Yeah, I think you have time with this one. I got the PDUFA's July, so that helps us.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
so
very
I'm
strong
just,
support. Look at this key pivot right in here.
yeah.
So let's just draw that straight line. You do have very, very strong support just below. A very key turning point.
I think it was in the 33s. Yeah, it kept bouncing off. Oh, no, never mind.
What a straight line. It has about 3, 4 hits, all key points. What is that at?
31-ish. Yeah, a little below
30.64 would be my absolute bottom here. I don't see it going below that, unless, of course, the market crashes. If I'm wrong about my call on the market, then anything could happen. But since I bought the Qs, has it gone nothing but straight up?
Looks like it. Everything's bounced nicely. I'm looking at my whole portfolio. Everything has.
Put it out on the internet. Everybody put it out on the internet. Dr. J says the correction is over. He called it at 11:30, right? Didn't I call it
Yeah,
at 11:30? Everyone should put it out
literally.
on the internet. Dr. J
We.
says bye, 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 bye. I don't give a shit.
Yep, we were looking at it right as it
Actually,
bottomed.
don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
It's just an opinion.
And our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. What else should we look at?
Well, I'm gonna hop off because I got a
All right,
bunch of
but I'm
work
going to go
calls.
back
But
and ask people what they want.
yeah, have a
Thanks
good
for coming
weekend.
on.
All right.
What do people want? Linda, AUPH, you got it. CRXR, you got it. CRXR, AUPH. AUPH. Arenia Biopharmaceuticals, another one I'm getting killed in. But the good news is we're sitting on the 100. And it's oversold, I believe. Let's check the RSI. The RSI is 40, so it's not technically oversold. But it's the good news is it's sitting at what should be support at the 100. The real key level here is $9.83. But let's hope not. That would be a 25% haircut. If the 100 doesn't hold, though, it does look like it could test that low, unless, of course, we get news of a buyout or something like that. News could turn this around in a second, and we're looking for a buyout. This is one of the stocks where Jake says buyout is possible to likely, somewhere around there. So buyout possibility on this one. What was the other one? I can't remember two 4-letter things at the same time. CTXR. I think that's a yucky poo. Also, you saw it at $1.60 earlier today. CTXR. Well, if you come to this show, if you walk away happy because Dr. J said turnarounds Friday. Said turnaround Friday. Citius Pharmaceuticals. This purple screen is bothering me. What happens if I just get rid of all the drawings? Then I can get rid of this, but then I won't have any drawings, but so what? Let's see if I click on the Fibonacci again. Maybe it'll go away. Can't get this thing to go away. Go away, little Fibonacci nonsense. Nah. I guess I just have to get rid of the drawings. Is there an undo or something? I don't know how to do it. We'll have to clear drawings, that's it. All right, that's better, I suppose. At least we can see the chart. Okay, so Sidious is sitting at the 9-day. The 9-day is curling up. Are we on the weekly? We're on the weekly. I don't want to be on the weekly. But the good news is we're sitting at the 9-week moving average. Interval 1 day, come on. Interval 1 day. We're heading towards the 50 as support. We're also looking at this key level. We filled a gap here. The gap being at $1.56, that was filled. I like it. I like it, especially if it hits the 50. Looks like a very good place to enter. If you like the fundamentals, if this is the place you want to be, it looks like a buying opportunity along with the rest of the market. But you know, I can't say. I'm pounding the table with my call that this is the end of the correction, at least for now. I'm not saying we're making all-time new highs, though. That opinion is reserved. I want to see what happens going forward. It could be that we come close to new highs and then collapse altogether. That would be a worst-case scenario. But let's see what goes on. But for today, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm buying. I'm using some of my 40% cash to come back in. I think it's a good place to come back in, whether it's Sidious Pharmaceuticals, whether it's GHSI, whether it's BCRX. It seems like ideal locations to come back in. Dermatech. All of these stocks seem ideal. I'll stick around a little longer. Look at Sava. Sava looks like it's heading to the 50. And maybe heading to the 50. Maybe not. Maybe it's a good time to buy Sava while it's still finding support in this huge green candle. I like Sava. I like Sava almost at any time, but I'd like it even more at 39.73, under 40 bucks. I might consider buying this one after the show. I'm not going to stop and buy it now mainly because Arjun isn't here to amuse you. So I don't feel right doing it. But otherwise, I'd consider adding to my Sava right here. Let me look at Avanex. What is it, AVXL? Avanex. $11.55, down 128, 10%. Also off its lows, just like Sava. This one looks like it wants to fill the gap, though. That would bring it down to 10.38. I don't know if it is going to fill the gap or not, but it looks like it wants to. If the market turns around, if the IBB starts turning around, it won't fill that gap. But you have, let's see what this I want to draw a straight line, or a crooked line. A crooked line I drew. It's okay though, because it dipped below what seems to be support based on the candle of 223 and the candle of 2.5. So we have what appears to be support at 1140. That was taken out today when it traded, and Anavex traded at 1095. So it took it out, but now it's back above that 1140 at 1150. So maybe I want to see a close above 1140. I might be interested in adding. Forget about the gap fill. Let's see how strong or not the Qs end the day. If the Qs end the day below 298, all bets are off. Then we're going lower. So that 298 is very, very critical. I know it touched below 298, but if it closes back below 298, all my optimism becomes pessimism. So that's how I stand. I think that's how important 298 is on the Qs. I know we looked at a lot of pictures. The IBB looked like it's support. The Qs looked at support. Amazon looked like it was at support, and so on. Let's see if there's one more request, and I'll end the show. Mankind is good for mankind, MA. An opinion about MICT, they made what? Let's do mankind. It's one that I'm familiar with. Not only familiar with, but still own shares. Mankind has been a yucky poo. Another yucky poo stock. It really had a collapsing party. This is a very, very key low where it stopped today. I noticed I didn't draw the line underneath where it stopped, but I drew the line underneath the low of 119 to 2021. And that's what I think considered an important low, along with this low at 1.4. So we have quite a few hits on this line, and we bounced nicely today. I like this candle. I like this candle enough to buy more mankind because it's collapsed anyway, and it looks like a good bargain hunting stock. So MNKD might be on my shopping list, provided the Qs look like they're going to hold. All right, so that's it for today. An optimistic Dr. J, but don't go and put all your money back on the table. I always edge. I take a little. I'm not a greedy person. I don't go all out. I don't go all in. I do things more gradually. That's my style anyway. Okay, so mankind bullish, BCRX bullish, DMTK bullish, Sava bullish. I don't know. Q's bullish. I even bought TQQQ. Adios, amigos. The bullish Dr. J wishes you great trading, wishes the market to turn around, as I believe it will. Adios, amigos. Have a wonderful weekend. Shalom, magnificent answer. Au revoir, arrivederci. Ciao. Adios, amigos. Don't forget to subscribe to the show, the channel. Tell your friends about Kooky Dr. J. Tell your friends about Arjun. Tell your friends about Professor Spike. Let your friends know about Jake. and anybody else who appears on this show. Adios. Ciao.